Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collinsville, white and purple, yeah, we are the Kahoks. I said the Kahoks, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chief and crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh sophomores,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, as we welcome you to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. I am Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network as we get you set for this girls basketball game between your Collinsville Kahawks and the Belleville East Lancers. It is senior night for the girls here tonight, so we are going to step aside for just a second. We'll get you into the pregame coverage here in just a little bit, but first we're going to let you enjoy the senior night festivities here at Collinsville High School.
Mackenzie has been a member of our team for 3 years, with 1 year at the varsity level. Mackenzie's the type of player that can adapt to any situation. She can handle the ball, drive to the basket, and finish and step out and shoot a 3. Even after having to miss a year of basketball, Mackenzie's game is still solid. She's quiet, yet she is a leader. She has a view of the game that is different than the other girls, and she uses it to make herself and her teammates better. Mackenzie's favorite basketball memories are going to different colleges for summer camp. Her advice to her teammates is don't take it for granted, because in the blink of an eye, it will be your senior night and everything will be over. Mackenzie plans on attending college and will major in early childhood. Mackenzie's parents are Sherry and Leonard Manley. Lexi has played 3 years with 1 year at the varsity level. Lexi is a member of the Student Council and Multicultural Club, and she's played tennis for 3 years. Lexi's awards include Honor Roll and First Team All-Conference in tennis. Lexi returned to us this year after taking a year off because of a lingering injury. Since her return, she has proven that hard work and mental toughness pays off. Lexi has stepped into big game situations and been the spark that the team has needed. She's also stepped in and been the calming effect when we needed to play under control. Her ability to shoot from the outside as well as drive to the basket has proven to be a boost for us. Lexi's favorite basketball memories are of all the team bonding. Her advice for her teammates is to work hard and not take anything for granted. She also says not to ever quit something that you started. Lexi will be attending SWIP to get her associate's degree and then transfer to a 4-year university to work towards a doctorate degree and become an orthodontist. Lexi's parents are Scott and Nikki Ludgate. Our third senior is Bria King, number 30. Bria has played for us for 4 years with 2 years at the varsity level, and she is a co-captain this season. She's a member of the basketball, tennis, and track teams, and she's received 4 varsity letters, 2 from tennis, 1 from track, and 1 from basketball. She's also received an award for all-tournament team in the Kiwanis tournament, and the award for most rebounds in the season. Bria is quiet on the floor, but knows when it is time to pick her teammates up and help to get them focused on the job they have to do. She's very competitive and wants not only to do well and contribute to the team, but she also wants her teammates to be successful. Bria is super quick and reads the passing lanes as well as anyone on this team has had. She can get down the floor quickly, and her ability to pull down rebounds in key situations is amazing. She is a threat from the outside as a shooter, but can drive to the basket and finish strong. Bria's favorite basketball memory is from last year at the bonding trip when they played a driving game called Hostage. Bria was driving and hit a stop sign, and everyone in the car yelled at her and said she couldn't drive. Bria told them, well, at least we didn't die. Her advice to her loving, crazy teammates is that even though we don't like all the practice and running sprints, don't cheat yourself. Try to be the best you can be and get better as time goes on. Spend some free time getting in the gym. These memories are going to be special with all the laughs, jokes, most importantly, the bond that we share. High school is going to go by very fast. I write this message to you now, and before you know it, it will be the same for you. I love my basketball family. Bria will be attending a 2-year junior college to play basketball and then transfer to a 4-year university while studying criminal justice. Bria's parents are Bernard and Shantae King. Our 4th senior is number 42, Katie Finn, number 45. Katie has played for us for 4 years with 2 years at the varsity level. Katie's the co-captain this season. Katie's a member of Kahoks United, Student Council, Math Honor Society, Saturday Scholars, St. Louis's Zoo Teams, president of the DECA Club, and president of the Girl Up Club. Katie was awarded as an Illinois State Scholar, Student of the Month, Scholar Athlete, and has been on the honor roll for 4 consecutive years. Katie has great leadership quality and works hard to make sure that everyone feels welcome and part of this basketball family. She realizes the value of hard work and wants to be better. She knows that with every fall, she has to get up and move forward. Katie understands the post position and sets screens that open up the lane for her teammates better than anyone. She creates points for herself and others just by being in the right place at the right time. When it's her turn to come into the game, she knows her purpose and gets frustrated with herself when she doesn't accomplish the goals she has set for herself. She's a wonderful example for the rest of her team. Katie's favorite memory is when Coach Moore kicked a water bottle from half court to the balcony and then made the girls clean up the water. Her advice is if you love something, put your all into it no matter how hard it gets because it will pay off in the end. Katie plans to attend college and graduate with a doctorate in veterinary medicine, living on the coast and working for a marine rescue and recovery group as well as wildlife conservation. Katie's parents are Scott and Tracy Fenton. Parents, we would like to thank you for your dedication as well to our program. You've been an active and important part of our booster club, as well as our best cheerleaders. The time that you've put into your daughters has been well spent and proven to be fine young ladies. Girls, you must know that we will miss all four of you a great deal. It seems impossible that 4 years have come and gone. You will now and forever be part of our team's history and heart. We wish you the best in the future and know that you will be so very successful in all that you do. Don't ever forget us, come and visit often, and remember that you are part of a unique group of young women that have left a positive, permanent mark on Collinsville High School girls basketball. You are forever a part of our family and forever a Kahok.
Ladies and gentlemen, your senior lady Kahok basketball players. Mackenzie Manley, Lexi Ludgate, Bria King, and Katie Fenton. We'll now switch gears and we'll get the pregame show underway. And our pregame show brought to you tonight by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville. Chiropractic Works, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville, or give them a call at 343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Kahawks come into this game with an overall record of 13-11. They are 4-6 in Southwestern Conference play, and they will be taking on the Belleville East Lady Lancers. Lancers come in at 19-11 on the year and 7-4 in Southwestern Conference play. These two teams did meet earlier in the year. That was at Belleville East back on the 3rd of January, and Collinsville came out on top of that one by 10 points, 66-56. And as a lot of folks around here know, that game was played without Kayla Rainey, the senior leader for Belleville East. She underwent open heart surgery and just recently came back. As a matter of fact, she was on the court when Edwardsville beat Belleville East just a few days ago, and that was the first time that Rainey had played all 32 minutes of a game since her comeback from surgery. Well, she's hurt and will not be playing here tonight, so we were hoping to get our first look at Kayla Rainey this year, but that is not going to happen. So Collinsville will once again be without one of the best players on the opposing team in Kayla Rainey, but the last time these two teams met, Beyonce Carter did not play as well. She will be in there tonight, and she leads these Lancers in rebounds with 166, and she's second in points with 399, averaging 14.8 points per game. But Bryce Dowell is the one that's going to give Collinsville the biggest headache. She leads the Lancers not only in points scored, but also the average points scored. She scored 570 points this year. That's that's amazing. And she's averaging 19 points per game, also pretty amazing as well. Collinsville, they are led by Katie Knutson. She's the only starter out there tonight that is not a senior. Knutson, 280 points on the year. She leads the team in average points as well with 11.7. And then we have Kristen Mitchell on the floor, who will be out here a little bit later. Not a senior, so not getting the start tonight, but Mitchell leads Collinsville in the rebound department with 149, and she's averaging about 6 rebounds per game. Well, I had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville head coach Lori Billy. We talked about her seniors, and we talked about the playoff brackets that were released on Friday, and a couple of other things as well. And we will pass that conversation on to you in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network as we are back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. It is senior night for your Lady Kahawks basketball team as they take on the Belleville East Lancers. And joining us now on the pregame show is Collinsville head coach Lori Billy. We'll get to the senior night stuff here in just a minute, Coach, but the last time I talked to you, we knew that seedings were coming out, bracket was coming out for the playoffs. It came out, and the two glaring things that I noticed was, number one, we're not going to Quincy, and number two, you're playing Granite City, a team that you have just really taken care of this year.
Yeah, those were two things that I noticed immediately. Absolutely. I really kind of questioned whether or not we'd be on the road to Quincy, and I was glad to see we weren't. They put us at O'Fallon. And then, you know, we got to play the play-in game, but we're playing Granite City, and we obviously have played them a couple times this year and have had good luck against them. And so I feel like we'll be all right on Monday night, and then we got to come back out, hopefully, and on Wednesday and be prepared for Springfield. So.
Yeah, that was going to lead you to my next question. I know that coaches don't prepare that far ahead. You don't want to forget about Granite City and focus on Springfield, but just for conversation's sake, let's do that, and let's talk about Springfield. What do you know about them? I mean, they're really, really good from what I see in their record. They've only lost 5 games, and they're undefeated in their conference.
Yeah, they're good. They're solid all the way through. They kind of remind me of a Highland, and that they've got really disciplined players. They all look the same as far as height and size. They got kids that can score outside and inside, and they're very patient on offense from what I've seen. I've got some film on them, and so I've been studying that a little bit, you know, trying to get like you said, not too much of a step ahead, but just being prepared in my head. And so they're going to be a handful. They're solid, and they've lost 5 games only for a reason. So we'll see.
Let's take a look for a minute at the Quincy Regional because the number 1 seed Edwardsville Lady Tigers are there. The 2 and the 3 seeds are going to be playing in O'Fallon, so the next best team there is the team you're getting ready to face in Belleville East. Is there anybody, including yours, that can maybe stop Edwardsville?
You know, yes. Edwardsville is good, as always. Probably not what they've been in the last few years, and I think they would admit that, but they've got the freshman that's really stepped up, and she's playing well for them. I know Kiera is solid handling the ball, and Jaylyn has done a good job, but you know, I think East will give them a run, especially if Rainey's back on the floor. Last year, when Edwardsville played East at East in the regional championship, Edwardsville won by a point. And Belleville East hasn't lost anybody. I know that Rainey's been limited because of obviously the surgery and she's got an ankle sprain right now, but they've got everybody back, and the Dowell kid is, I mean, she's lights out, one of the best shooters in the area. She's averaging 19 a game. The Ford kid is good, and then you put Carter and Rainey in there with them, and they're a handful. So I think Edwardsville will, if they're healthy and they're all out there on the floor, Edwardsville will have a time with them.
All right, here we are on senior night, and you have 4 seniors on your roster this year, which is kind of light comparatively speaking to the last few years. So talk about your seniors.
You know, this time of year is always, for me, it's nostalgic and it's a little sad. And I look at the fact that I've watched these girls grow for the last 4 years, and when they walk into your program, you think, okay, what are they going to turn into? Who are they going to be for you? What are they going to do? How much better are they going to be? And these kids are just, you know, I'm always blessed with such great kids, and these kids are no exception. Mackenzie and Lexi didn't play last year because of injuries and issues and whatnot, and Katie and Bria have been with us for the whole time, for all 4 years, and I've watched them grow as young women and as athletes. To see what Bria has become as an athlete, and Katie Fenton, who does things naturally. Lexi coming back in after having her hip injury and just being able to be a solid player for us. And then Ken's coming in, and you know, she's always been the kid that you could put the ball in her hands and know it's going to be taken care of. And you know, it's hard. It's hard to lose these kids. It's another step in the process, and it's like I said, it's very nostalgic.
But you do a pretty good job of keeping up with all of your girls that have graduated over the years, and you stay in touch with them.
I really do. I think it's important that they realize, number one, that there's a connection here to this family that they need to maintain, and that they're a part of my family, my heart. They know that they're my kids, and once they leave, that doesn't change. I just got a text from a former player who said, tell the ladies I said good luck tonight and enjoy their senior night. So that connection has to stay there, and it runs through the years, and it's important.
All right, you touched on Belleville East a little bit when we were talking about the Quincy Regional. That's who you face tonight. We've already discussed they're a handful, so what do you have to do, what do your girls have to do to pull out a victory tonight?
Well, to be honest with you, when we played them last time, the only player they didn't have on the floor that they will have tonight is Carter. And I say only player. Carter's obviously very good inside. She can score. But we did a good job of being patient with them last time and really trying to move the ball and get the ball inside and go at their bigs inside. And that's kind of what we're going to look at tonight. We know that Dowell's going to get her points. We know that Ford is going to help out. They aren't going to have Rainey tonight. She's got a problem with an ankle. So we just have to sit down and run our offense, and then defensively we have to be able to stop them from penetrating and being able to get boards. They get one shot, and that's it.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
As head coach Lori Billy of your Collinsville Kahawks. We will take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll give you the starting five for both teams. More names, more numbers, all that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
All Pro Tees is your place for custom apparel for your school, business, sports team, and more. All Pro Tees offers a variety of services and options, and they'll walk you through that process step by step. They pride themselves in being a local Collinsville business, and they specialize in helping their clients promote and grow that business, all with custom apparel. All Pro Tees, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or call 344-2200.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. I am Todd Duke. Zach Roseman will be along just in a little while as soon as he gets finished up with his band responsibilities. And we'll let you know, maybe you've already noticed, there is no scoreboard on the screen. I have no idea what happened. I was trying to stretch it out a little longer because I had to shrink it up last night for the hockey game, and then I have to stretch it back out for basketball because the basketball scoreboard shows more. And somehow or another, I reversed the scoreboard. It looked like it was all backwards. Looked like you were looking at it in a mirror. And so I had to delete it off of my program that I used to do all this live streaming with, and now I can't remember how to get it back on there. So we're not going to have a scoreboard tonight. Luckily, we do not have a game tomorrow, so guess what I'm going to be doing tomorrow night sitting at home since I don't have a game? Yeah, I'm going to be trying to figure out how to get my scoreboard back on the screen. So hopefully this is just for one night and one night only. Let's see, we got other things going on around town, around the area. The boys are playing at Belleville West tonight, and they just went live on the Facebook page. So if you are interested in the boys game, that's where you can go find it. And, of course, I have my connections over at the McKendree Recplex that will keep me updated on the boys' hockey situation. If they win tonight against Columbia, they will advance to the final round and have a chance to pick up their second championship in the last 4 years, will the Kahoks hockey team. We already know that E.J. Liddell is not going to be playing tonight for Belleville West. He injured his ankle in the game against Simeon at the O'Fallon shootout on Saturday night. So I guess there's one good way to look at it. Collinsville now has a better chance to beat Belleville West, but you really wanted to take your chances with the best players on the floor and try to beat that team. But not going to happen tonight, so we'll see how things pan out. Just like here, Kayla Rainey is out after coming back after open heart surgery, so a couple of star players out for the two Belleville area schools. Not good news as far as junior varsity is concerned. The JV girls lost here just a little while ago, 51-35, and the boys, they lost at Belleville West, 54-47. So here's hoping we can pull out a couple of varsity wins here tonight to make up for the two JV losses. All right, how about our final break here during the Chiropractic Works postgame show? When we come back, we'll pass along the starting rosters to you and much more. That'll be coming your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their second year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Call 855-9100 or online, sloanspubhouse.com.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
And once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. I am Todd Duke. Zach Roseman will be joining us here in just a moment. Here are your starters for the Belleville East Lancers. Bryce Dowell, the 5'7" senior, followed by Nia Ford, another 5'7" senior. Hannah Mitchell, a 6' junior. Beyonce Carter, a 6' senior. And Jayla Parker, a 5'9" senior. All seniors for Collinsville except for Miss Katie Knutson, the 5'9" junior. The rest of them, Mackenzie Manley, the 5'6" senior. Alexi Ludgate, the 5'3" senior. Bria King, the 5'6" senior, and Katie Fenton, the 5'10" senior. Zach Roseman, what's up there, sir?
Not much, just sort of getting through the week.
I hear you. I know I haven't had a chance to talk to you yet, but I lost my scoreboard, man.
The curse from all.
No, not that. I was trying to, because I shrunk it up last night for the hockey game, because I don't use a whole scoreboard for the hockey game, and then I went to stretch it back out for this game, and it reversed. It was like looking at the scoreboard in a mirror. So I couldn't figure out how to get it off, so I just deleted it, and now I can't figure out how to put my scoreboard back on. So I guess I'll know what I'll be doing tomorrow.
All right.
So all you got to do is worry about the camera tonight, man. See? You don't have to multitask now. All right, here is Katie Knutson out at the center court circle along with Beyonce Carter, and Knutson wins the opening tip-off, and we are underway. Collinsville, of course, the home team here tonight. They are dressed in white, and they turn the ball over first thing, and then Belleville East turns it right back over after a double dribble by Jayla Parker. So a very quick exchange of turnover. Takes 8 seconds to turn the ball over once for each team. Collinsville, white jerseys, white uniforms, and the numbers are in purple. Kahoks written across the fronts of the Collinsville Kahok jerseys. Belleville East Lancers, they're in their dark blue uniforms. Their primary color was light blue, so those uniforms are trimmed in light blue. Numbers and letters all in white, and there is a three-point shot from Lexi Ludgate to start things off here on senior night. Belleville written across the tops of the letters, East written underneath of the letters, as Ludgate comes up with the rebound after her three-point shot. And Collinsville up to a 3-0 lead and looking for more. Here is Ludgate, dumps it off to, or trying to Katie Fenton, but a little bit too high on the pass, and out of bounds it goes, and the Kahawks turn the ball over for the second time.
I know that Belleville is Kayla Rainey. Is that her name?
Yeah, she's hurt. She's not playing tonight.
Oh, she's not playing tonight.
Nope,
okay.
She twisted her ankle in her last game, just like E.J. Liddell did against Simeon Saturday night at O'Fallon, so he's not playing tonight against Collinsville at Belleville West.
Oh, well, that's a huge advantage for the boys team then. I was under the impression, I was not aware of that.
I was not aware of that until Chris Kettler texted me and told me about an hour before the game. Foul, that belongs to Bria King to the free throw line, the opposing number 30. Hannah Mitchell. Mitchell on the year from the free throw line, 45.8%. She's up there shooting two, trying to give her team their first points of this game, and that'll have to wait for the next shot. 7:07 left to go here in this first quarter. And the next shot from Hannah Mitchell on the way, and that one is through. So Lancers are on the board. Collinsville leads 3-1, and here come the Kahawks. It is Katie Knutson. Knutson brings the ball up to the top of the key. Now enters over on the right wing. Up underneath for Bria King, and King couldn't finish. Fenton hits it off the bottom of the backboard. King puts it back up, still won't go. And then the next rebound belongs to Belleville East, and then a whistle follows.
Foul, I would assume. Another one on Bria King. That will be a two
quick fouls.
And in comes Faith Lilgren to replace her.
Faith, the 5'5" junior. By the way, a couple of milestone coming up here for the Lady Kahoks. If they can pull it off tonight, that would be great. Faith Lilgren needs 12 points to get to 500, and Bria King needs 22 to get to 500. And another foul coming up against Collinsville. That's why when I said Bryce Dowla has 570 points this year, I was like, wow. Bria King is a senior, and she's got to score 22 points to get to 500 in her career. And, of course, Lilgren's just a junior, so she has some more scoring coming up in her future.
Oh, that's 500 for their careers?
Yes.
Oh, I thought that would be for this year.
No. First one for Jayla Parker is good. Parker, she comes in hitting about 40% from the free throw line on the year. 12 for 30 coming into this one. She makes that one, so now 13 for 31, and she'll hit 2 in a row, and we are tied at 3. Collinsville's 3 points came from a Lexi Ludgate 3-point shot. All Belleville East 3 points have come from the free throw line. Here's Lilgren. Passes out to Knutson at the top of the key. Knutson dribbles and drives, gives it back to Knutson. Knutson will go from one wing to the other. And then a pass over to Ludgate. Another 3-point shot for Lexi. That one bounces off the rim and comes up into the corner where it's saved by Katie Knutson. And Knutson puts it out front, and we're going to have a backcourt violation, and Collinsville will turn the ball over for the third time.
Good defense provided by Nia Ford for the Lancers to sort of push Faith out to the midcourt line.
Here, I made you a copy of that, too.
Ah, thank you.
We'll touch on a little bit of that at halftime. We are talking about the girls' playoff bracket. Into the corner it goes. Here's a 3-point shot coming from Belleville East, nothing doing, and the rebound belongs to Lexi Ludgate. Ludgate dumps it off at the last second to Knutson. Easy layup off the glass for Katie Knutson, and just like that, Belleville East and Coach Amanda Kimmis would like to take a timeout. That'll give us a chance to thank some of our sponsors. How about the Collinsville Education Association? The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our students and children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website, collinsvillecea.org. Well, the boys and, well, the girls are playing hockey over at the McKendree Recplex with a chance to sweep the first round series against Columbia. And they're underway, and with 9:37 left in the first period, Joel Arnold scores for Collinsville, and the Kahawks have a 1-0 lead after beating Columbia last night, 4-1. Playoffs, they're all here. Hockey starts this week. Girls playoffs, basketball starts next week. And another foul coming up against Collinsville.
I think that'll be on Manley or Lilgren. It'll be on Lilgren.
Lilgren. So Lilgren picks up her first after Ludgate picked up hers. And we have 4 fouls now for Collinsville, and Belleville East has yet to commit a foul. And back to the free throw line, Hannah Mitchell, where she went 1 of 2 earlier in this quarter. Good. On the first one for Mitchell.
In regards to some other sports that had their playoffs, girls bowling have their
They're in sectionals.
And wrestling has their sectionals. We have...
And a miss on Mitchell's second shot. Ludgate comes up with the rebound. And we got some sectionals going on this weekend in girls bowling and in wrestling. Here is Knutson, bluffs the 3, takes it in from the left wing. Shot falls a little short, rebound being volleyed for and picked up by the Lancers. Lancers bring it up. Here is Nia Ford. Ford all the way down with a pass to Carter, and Carter travels. Second turnover for the Lancers. 1-point lead for Collinsville here. 5-4 is our score.
Looks like Belleville East has been in man-to-man for most of these first 3 and a bit minutes, and it looks like they're going to stay.
There's a pass into the corner for Katie Fenton. Fenton out to the left wing for Knutson. Knutson dribbles, drives, top of the key, gives it up there for Lilgren. Lilgren penetrates. Ooh, there was a hard screen there that, tell you what, Jayla Parker just ran right into Katie Knutson and went straight back onto the floor afterwards.
We have. Oh, that Belleville East player is just tying their shoe. And
Ball ended up out of bounds, put there by Belleville East, so Manley will inbound for Collinsville. Over her head to Liljegren. Liljegren deep inside the right-hand corner. Picks up her dribble. She's in trouble. She gives it up to Knutson in the lane. Knutson takes the shot, and it's good for 2. And Knutson now with 4. Collinsville up 7-3. Here comes Nia Ford. Ford will hand it off now to Bryce Dowell. Dowell being watched by Knutson. Gives it up and then back over to where it came from for Ford. Ford dribbles through the lane. Takes a shot. First 2-point basket made tonight for Belleville East. Brings them back to within 1. 7-6. Nobody followed Knutson down the court, and she was left all alone to bank another easy one off the glass for 2 more points, and Katie now has 6. There is Nia Ford once again. 4:20 left to play here in this first quarter. 9-6. Kahawks up by 3. Here's a move by Carter, and Fenton clamped onto that ball, and a jump ball called, and the possession arrow remains in favor of the Lancers, who will make a 5-for-5 player change here. I'm guessing Coach Kimmy doesn't like what she's seeing.
And now we will see Astasia Bush and Krista Mitchell come in for Collinsville, in addition to the line change from the Lancers.
Lancers bring in Grace Riley, the 5'6 sophomore. We'll try to fill in the rest as we can. And another jump ball called, this time the possession arrow in favor of Collinsville. Also on the floor is Araya James, the 5'9 junior. Tyler Butler, the 5'9 sophomore. Bria James, the 5'7 junior. And who am I missing? I'm not sure. I'll figure it out here as I go along. And a loose ball that Astasia Bush couldn't pick up in between her feet is picked up then by the one girl that I did not call out, and that's number 11. And wouldn't you know it, I don't have a number for her, or a name for that number. Here is Grace Riley. Maybe when, if number 11 scores, maybe the PA guy will say her name, and then I'll know it, right? Here's a shot that was partially blocked and ended up off the bottom of the backboard. Knutson gets it all the way up to Bush, and Bush off the glass for a couple. Kahawks playing some good D and some good offense right now. They have a 5-point lead over the Lancers. Here is our ghost player, number 11, for the Lancers in front of the Kahawk bench. She'll get it back out front now for Riley. Riley will back her way up toward the midcourt stripe with 3:10 left to play here in this first quarter. Here is Bria James. James dribbles and drives, and then she's accidentally tripped by Knutson, and Knutson's going to pick up a foul.
That'll be her first and 5 as a team.
Yeah, Lancers still haven't picked up a foul yet. Inbound pass will come in from underneath of the Lancers basket by Bria James. James trying to find number 11, and off of her and all the way out to midcourt, and then she travels with it.
Well,
just as Liljegren was going to rip it off.
Yeah, odds are Faith Liljegren would have gotten the steal. So
Liljegren, by the way, congratulations to her. She set a new record for steals in a season. She broke her mark of 110 last year. She now has 115 almost. 116 there. There's a shot by Knutson that misses the mark. Ludgate puts it back up, but she's fouled. She will head to the free throw line, will Lexi Ludgate. First foul for Belleville East, and it's going to belong to Rhea James, the 5'9 junior. And Ludgate up at the free throw line, 85.7% on the year. Just a little bit behind Riley Doyle is 87.5 for the lead. First one's good for Ludgate. She now has 4 points.
And the Collinsville lead is 6. Ludgate will look to make it 7.
Next shot on the way, and that one's a little bit off to the left-hand side, but Ludgate gets her own rebound and tries to put it back up, but she accidentally hit the arm of Kristen Mitchell, and then it goes out of bounds, so count that as a turnover for Collinsville. That'll be their 4th, each team now with 4. And here come the Lancers.
Kenzie Manley will come in for Lexi Ludgate.
Grace Riley brings the ball up, gets it over here into the corner for Bria James on the left wing. Now back over onto the right side for Riley. Riley gets it right back from the corner. In front of Coach Lori Billy, Riley will dribble and drive, and then she'll accidentally throw the ball away. She was trying a one-arm sling pass, but I hear her arm got hit by Manley, I believe, down there, and that caused the ball to go out of bounds, but Manley never touched the ball, only got a little piece of the arm.
And now the Lancers will make a 4-for-4 sub. Oh.
Here comes Faith Liljegren, or there goes Faith Liljegren heading in the other way to Bush over on the right wing. Bush, that's the second time she's turned the ball over since she's been in the game. Knutson trying to get the ball back, ends up slapping it out of bounds, and the Lancers will inbound from right underneath our broadcast location right here in this corner. It's going to be Jayla Parker as Belleville East has brought in most of their starters back in. Here is Bryce Dowell through the lane. Oh, get that out of here, says Kristen Mitchell. Outlet pass all the way up to Liljegren. She puts on the brakes, takes it off the glass. Good for 2. 14-6. That's our score. Collinsville with the lead with 1:50 left to play here in this first quarter. Ball comes into the corner for James. She'll try a three-point shot. That one falls a little short. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Here is Faith Liljegren once again trying to race in ahead of Bria James, but James is going to get pegged for a foul, and that'll be her first, team second.
First.
14-0.
14-10.
14-10, excuse me. Belleville West is up after one quarter in the boys' game at Belleville West. And the inbound pass will come in from Astasia Bush underneath of her own basket. Bounces it in to Knutson, but it's almost picked off there by Beyonce Carter, but instead she knocks it out of bounds, so we'll reset. Bounce pass comes into the corner for Liljegren. Liljegren takes it baseline, dumps it off. Bush gets it back, drives, shoots, scores, and a bonus to boot.
She now has 4 points, and we'll look to make it 5. The foul is on 35.
That'll be Beyonce Carter. That'll be her first, team third. So Collinsville had 5 fouls before the Lancers had 1. All of a sudden, the Lancers commit the next 3.
Katie Fenton will come in for Katie Knutson.
To the free throw line, Astasia Bush. She is a 54.5% free throw shooter on the year and hits the one and only one that she's going to get in that go-around anyway. And here come the Lancers. It is Bryce Dowell bringing the ball up. He'll dump it off in the corner and try to get it right back. That hits Manley, almost knocked her glasses off. And the Lancers turn the ball over for the 6th time. Here is Miss Liljegren. Over to Manley in the corner. Manley to Mitchell, offset from the free throw line, no good. Rebound, that's in the hands of Bryce Dowell. Lancers bring it up. Here is James from in front of the free throw line. She'll get the friendly roll off the top of the rim. Collinsville up 17-8, under a minute to go, and a loose ball underneath, picked up by Knutson, throws it to Mitchell. Then the Mitchell ball was just taken right out of her hands by Dowell, and now Mackenzie Manley is going to pick up her first foul, and it'll be the team's 6th foul.
On the floor, Katie Knutson will come in for Kristen Mitchell, and number 15 for East will come in for number 30.
Tyler Butler comes in, takes the place of Hannah Mitchell. And the inbound pass will come in from Bria James underneath of the Lancers basket. 49.6 seconds to play here in this first quarter. Comes in and a shot, nope.
Foul on the floor.
Well, it was just as Bryce Dowell was cutting through the lane to take a shot. This one is going to go against Katie Fenton.
No, Katie Knutson. I just heard. I just heard second.
I thought he put up more fingers than that, man. I saw a lot more fingers than just 3 on each hand going up there. Oh, well, optical illusion on my part. To the free throw line, Bryce Dowell, her first trip tonight. She is an 80% free throw shooter on the year. She leads the team in that department at 80.7. 5 of Belleville East's 9 points have come from the free throw line. If Collinsville would just stop fouling, Lancers may only have 4 points.
Well, looks like they've been able to make up for that on the offensive end.
As Dowell makes both of them on that trip. And it's a 7-point lead for Collinsville, 17-10. Final 45 seconds left to play here in this first quarter. Here comes Faith Liljegren. Liljegren across the timeline. Lexi Ludgate ready to come in at the next opportunity if she gets one before the buzzer sounds. Here is Liljegren on the right wing. She'll dribble and drive and hand it off top of the key for Mitchell. Mitchell drives and flips it backwards to Knutson. She'll take a shot from in front of the free throw line, and that one's good for 2. Knutson now up to 8 points. Collinsville up 19-10. 20 seconds left to go. Here comes Dowell off the high glass, no good. Rebound being volleyed for, picked up by Katie Fenton. Fenton up to Knutson, down to 10 seconds left. Knutson has the ball, almost ripped up out of her hands. Now over to Liljegren. She'll drive baseline, off the glass, good for 2, and the foul as well.
She now has 4 points.
Chance to make it 5 here after the 5th foul by, actually that's the 4th. My man's over there fast on that scoreboard, picking up the foul on the team before it's announced who it belonged to, and that is the first one for Hannah Mitchell. Faith Liljegren at the free throw line, 49% free throw shooter this year.
It is
no good. Rebound belongs to the Lancers, and a three-point shot at the buzzer falls well short at the end of 1 quarter of play. 21-10 in favor of your Kahawks. Back with quarter number 2 in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
And we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. I'm Todd Duke. Zach Roseman is the other voice that you hear. And we are ready for the start of the second quarter, 21-10. After 1 quarter of play, and after 1 period of play, that Joel Arnold goal is held up. And as Collinsville and Columbia get ready to head into period number 2, Collinsville still has that 1-0 lead. We're back to action here as well. Lancers with the ball first. Here is Nia Ford. Ford dumps it off for Dowell, and Dowell takes the shot, gets the bucket, and will head to the line as well.
That'll probably be on Katie Fenton. No.
Another one on.
Or
okay.
Lexi Ludgate.
That'll be her second. 8th team foul. Back to the free throw line. Bryce Dowell, she is 2 for 2 already in this game from there. First shot. Only shot. Good. 21-13. Here is Liljegren across the timeline and over to Ludgate. Ludgate pass back to Knutson, or excuse me, for Liljegren, but it's picked off by Bryce Dowell. Shot no good. Rebound still no good. And the second rebound belongs to, well, a picked off pass is what it amounts to. Ludgate stuck with that ball as it was almost going out of bounds in the corner, so Collinsville turns the ball over and doesn't give up any points. Lancers turn the ball over. Collinsville trying to capitalize. Liljegren thought about the 3. Takes it into the lane instead. Dumps it off underneath. Fenton good for 2 off the glass. 23-13, 10-point lead for Collinsville. 1 minute gone here in quarter number 2. Here is Nia Ford all the way over to Dowell. Dowell on the right wing, now deeper into the right corner for Carter. Back out front it goes for Parker. Parker then gives the ball up, and a drive to the basket ends up in another Lancers turnover. Here is Lexi Ludgate. Ludgate will give it up to Liljegren.
Looks like Belleville have switched to a 2-3 zone.
Here's Bush. She'll dribble and drive and then dump it off. Ludgate, 3-point shot. That one's a little strong. It hits the outside of the rim, and another shot put up by Katie Fenton. It did not fall, but Fenton will head to the free throw line.
That'll be the 5th foul for the Lancers, and the foul will be on
Butler. Fenton to the free throw line for the first time tonight, hitting 35.7% this year, and she hits the first one.
She now has 3 points.
Collinsville is 3 for 6 from the free throw line, and now 3 for 7 after the miss, and a whistle after the miss. Ball ends up getting knocked out of bounds by Collinsville, so Lancers will bring the ball up with 6:24 left to play here in this first half. No scoreboard tonight. I don't know what happened. I have no clue. You know, when you mess with a computer, you hit one button the wrong way and all kinds of bad stuff happens. Ended up reversing my scoreboard. Looked like I was reading a scoreboard out of a mirror. Here is Ludgate with a steal. She gets it up to Liljegren. Liljegren races around into the perimeter, stops, and out front it goes to Ludgate again. Ludgate finds Bush all alone underneath and off to the left-hand side of the lane. No good. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Here is Liljegren. She pops. Can't get it to drop, though. This time the rebound belongs to the Lancers. Lancers get it up quickly. Here is Bryce Dowell. Dowell backs up, takes a shot, and it's a little bit short. Rebound falls down into the hands of Ludgate after it was tipped over there by Fenton. Fenton gets the ball in the lane, gives it up now, and there you go. Liljegren hits one from about 10 feet away. She now has 6 points. Collinsville has 26 points. It's a 26-13 advantage for the Kahawks with 5:20 left to play here in this second quarter, and the Lancers turn the ball over for the 10th time here in this first half.
King and Knutson will come in for Ludgate and Fenton, and Stasi Bush will inbound the ball.
Right in front of her own bench, she does so to Liljegren. And Liljegren brings the ball up. 5:15 left to play here in this first quarter. Needless to say, I couldn't have a reversed scoreboard on my screen, so I took it off, and now I can't figure out how to get it back on. Three-point shot taken by Collinsville, but that hits the side of the backboard. Now a dumped-out pass, and Bria King couldn't even get up to the basket. That's how bad she was mugged underneath, so she will head to the line for two, and that foul belongs to Jayla Parker. That'll be her first.
Bria King is a 59% free throw shooter, makes the first one.
First points of the night for Bria King.
So she now needs
21.
21 points.
21 points. And we'll make it 20. How about an even 20? Here comes the Lancers. And Nia Ford. Ford across midcourt, gets it on the wing for Dowell. Dowell back to Ford. Ford over on the far side for Parker. Parker trying to get it into Beyonce Carter. She does so, but Carter had no room to move there. She was double teamed on the defense. Carter gets the ball back and gets around Kristen Mitchell, but then I think Astasia Bush committed the foul.
We shall see.
No, they're going to call it on Mitchell.
All right.
That'll be her first. Team's 8th. And to the free throw line, Beyonce Carter for the first time tonight. 77% free throw shooter on the year. If it wasn't for all these free throws, Lancers wouldn't have a lot of points.
No. No, they wouldn't.
Next one coming up for Carter, and she has made both. 11 free throw shots taken by the Lancers.
Resulting in
9 made shots. There is Kristen Mitchell, who gets the ball tipped and it gets right back into her hands, but the return shot was picked up on the rebound by the Lancers all the way up to Bryce Dowell. That's good for 2 points. 28-17. 4:10 left to play here in this first half. Here is Katie Knutson. Knutson out front for Liljegren, over onto the far side corner for Mitchell. Mitchell in the corner, gives to Knutson. She traveled from one end of the baseline to the other, and now Bush. She can't hold on to the ball, but it's off of a Lancer's body and out of bounds, so Collinsville will get the ball back. They'll inbound underneath of their own basket.
pass out to Knutson. Knutson will drive, pull up.
Shoots and scores. Knutson now has 10. Inbound pass comes into Nia Ford. Collinsville up 30-17. We're just a little over halfway through quarter number 2. There's a steal by the steal champion for Collinsville, Liljegren, but her ball hits the bottom of the backboard and
come back and get another
and
steal.
Comes down, and Mitchell gets a steal. And then I think she picks up a foul against her, and she was trying to hold on to that ball. This one's going to go against Beyonce Carter. That'll be her second. And now each team with 8 fouls.
Even though Krista Mitchell wound up with possession of the ball, I would probably give credit to Faith Oldrigan for that steal. Came back, pursued the ball handler, managed to poke the ball loose. Oh,
Mitchell's shot falls a little short.
And
Rebound belongs to the Lancers, and a bounce pass on the run, and a travel by Bria James after a nice transition there. And the bounce pass from Bryce Dowell. 12 turnovers here in this first half for the Lancers.
Mitchell will come back in for Belleville East.
Inbound pass comes in from Bush to Liljegren, and Liljegren slowly takes it up across mid-court. Belleville East not playing any kind of backcourt pressure at all in this game. Here is Mitchell with a cross-court pass to Bush. Bush sends it back the other way to Bria King. King drives, got the ball stripped out of her hands. 8th turnover for Collinsville. Here's a football-style pass all the way down and underneath off of a hand, and somehow or another it found the hands of Bryce Dowell, and Dowell made it count for 2 points. Collinsville's lead, still 11 points. That's what it was after 1 quarter of play. Here is Liljegren over to Bush. Bush on the left wing, back to the right wing. Bria King, 3-point shot, good! First 3-point shot made tonight by either team. King now has 5 points, up underneath the basket, too far. Off of the fingertips there of Tyler Butler.
Out of bounds will be Collinsville possession, timeout Collinsville.
Let's thank Metro East Roofing and Guttering, locally owned and operated since 1987 by brothers and Kahok alums Tony and Corey Jones. Metro East Roofing and Guttering can help with your roofing, guttering, and siding needs. They're located at 1231 Lebanon Road in Collinsville. Metro East Roofing and Guttering, they are the hometown company you know and trust. Give them a call at 618-345-5679 today for your free estimate, and you can visit their Facebook page at Metro East Roofing and Guttering. 2:39 left to play here in this first half. Collinsville up 33-19, as we mentioned earlier. The playoff brackets came out. Collinsville will be taking on Granite City this coming Monday at the O'Fallon Regionals. That's a 7:30 game, and couldn't ask for a better opponent for the first round for Collinsville. They've already played each other twice this year, and Collinsville has won both games and have outscored the Lady Warriors 133-48 in those 2 games. So I would think that it should be a relatively easy night for the ladies to get out of that first game, but they're going to have a Springfield team waiting for them on Wednesday night that is, I believe, 20-5 right now and 14-0 in their conference. So if they can get past Granite City, they'll have their hands full with Springfield on Wednesday night. Here is Knutson, almost traveled as she tried to bluff a pass, and a loose ball finds King, and then King is fouled.
Not sure about that one. Looks like Bria sort of lost it on the way up, but I'm not going to complain too much. That'll be on Nia Ford.
Ford will pick up her first. Each team now with 9. Bria King, 2 for 2 from the free throw line here in this game, and as soon as I say that, she hits the fat part of the iron, and the ball comes right back to her. Knutson will head to the bench. Katie Fenton will come in to take her place as Lexi Ludgate waits at the scorer's table to take over for Bria King. King has one more free throw shot coming her way, though, and she makes that one. And now Ludgate will come in to take over for King. Inbound pass all the way down at the other end of the court. Comes in for the Lancers, and it is Nia Ford, a 5'7" senior, bringing the ball up.
I believe we have hit halftime of the boys' game. Unfortunately.
There's Bryce Dowell, drives and has the ball picked off or stripped right out of her hands by Liljegren there at the free throw line, and now Liljegren all the way back to midcourt. Somebody wanted a carry on that ball, but it just was a high bounce. That's all it was. Here is Liljegren. She'll come into the lane, take the shot from about 7 feet out. Can't get it to fall. Rebound belongs to Hannah Mitchell. And here come the Lancers. 1:50 left to play here in this first half. Here is Nia Ford. She dumps the ball off and gets it right back, and then the ball ends up going out of bounds. But I believe we have a foul called before the ball went out of bounds. And it is going to be against Katie Fenton. That will be her first, team 10th. So to the free throw line will be Nia Ford, shooting 2. Ford on the year, 57.8% from the charity stripe, and she hits her first one. 26-24, Belleville West leading your Collinsville Kahawks on the boys basketball court at halftime. And Ford makes both free throws. Collinsville brings the ball back up by 13 are the Kahawks, 34-21. Here is Liljegren. Liljegren over to Mitchell. Mitchell across the court to Bush. Bush on the left wing, back over to the right wing, but Mitchell already vacated the wing and was right outside of the lane next to the free throw line. And that is Collinsville's 9th turnover. Here are the Lancers, and a three-point shot from the corner by Bryce Dowell has made this a 10-point game. Here is Ludgate over to Liljegren. Liljegren back over to Ludgate. Ludgate back at the top of the key. Back to Liljegren on the right wing. Over onto the left wing for Mitchell. Mitchell, I don't know, she was trying to find Fenton, but that one went right to the Lancers, and now the Lancers bring the ball up. And here comes Dowell in the lane. Shot, no good. Katie Fenton handled the rebound, and it goes right into one of her teammates. And here come the Kahawks once again, and now we're going to have a foul. This one is going to go against Bria James. That'll be her second. And it comes with 45.8 seconds left to play here in this first half. Stacia Bush to the free throw line. Bush already 1 for 1 from the line here tonight as Jayla Parker checks back in for the Lancers. Bush, shot, good. And another shot coming up for the Kahawk sophomore. And that one is a little bit short. Rebound, Mitchell, good for 2. Lancers bring the ball up court. And here in the corner it goes, and a three-point shot. That one rattles home as well. Back-to-back three-point shots here by the Lancers. Here is Liljegren. Collinsville may want to play for the last shot. 20 seconds left to play here in this first half. Liljegren down to 8 seconds. She makes her move, breaks in from the right wing, and then she's fouled. Hannah Mitchell will get called for the blocking foul, but Mitchell, I believe, might have gotten her knee ran into there on that play. Mitchell will pick up her second. And Faith Liljegren to the free throw line with 5.5 seconds left to play here in this first half. Liljegren has already taken one shot from the free throw line. It was a miss. 10-point lead for Collinsville, 37-27. 5.5 seconds to left here in this first half. Liljegren trying to give her team back the 11-point lead they had at the end of the one quarter, and she will do just that. Maria James checks back in for the Lancers as Mackenzie Manley checks back in for Collinsville. Liljegren has one more shot coming her way. And that one is no good. Rebound belongs to the Lancers, but they only have a couple of seconds left, and now a loose ball picked up, and Knutson couldn't get down there fast enough to get another point before that buzzer sounded. So at the end of one quarter of play, 38-27. 1 half of play, 38-27 in favor of Collinsville, as now we welcome you into the halftime show brought to you by Cafe Agape in Collinsville. Nachos, burgers, way too many sides to list, plus a host of other wonderful menu items to choose from, cooked by fantastic people. Cafe Agape, they also offer catering service as well as delivery. If you would like to inquire about any of that, give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. Well, we know that we got some hockey and some basketball going on. We've been giving you updates, but we'll scour the intranet and see what else we can find for you, and we'll pass along the first half stats to you as well. Cafe Agape halftime show is next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks,
pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the to-go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. First National Bank of Waterloo. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo. Call Bill at 618-632-1010 or visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not so basic stuff like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611 online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
I'm a hot babe out jogging. I'm out making sure this stays a 10 when you drive by. You're checking out my awesome headband when... Oops. That's when you find out your cut rate insurance, it ain't paying for this. So get Allstate. Save cash and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands? Call me, Mike Cluck with Allstate, for a quote today.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not so basic stuff like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611 online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the to-go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And we welcome you back into the Cafe Agape halftime show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Our score at halftime, 38-27. It's an 11-point lead for your Lady Kahawks. Boys, they are up, down by 1 point at the end of one half of play at Belleville West, 24-23. And in the second period, Noah Scrum scores a goal for your Collinsville Kahawks, assisted by Hunter Longy. And Collinsville has a 2-1 lead midway through the second period, trying to close out their first round series against Columbia and move on to the championship round. That's the local scores that we have for you as far as Collinsville is concerned. Let's take a look at the rest of the scoreboard in girls varsity basketball. Right now in the third quarter, Belleville West has a 3-point lead over the Alton Redbirds, 24-21. Also in girls basketball at halftime, Edwardsville leading O'Fallon 23-20. Boys basketball, Marquette Catholic High School out of Alton, excuse me, leading Highland right now, 31-6. And O'Fallon over Whitfield. That game being played in St. Louis, 46-43 right now. O'Fallon has the lead, and that game is already into the fourth quarter. So there's a look at your scoreboard. Here's a look at your first half stats. Leading scorer in this one belongs to the Lancers. That is Bryce Dowell. She has 12 points. She's the only Lancer in double figures. After that, 5 points for Jayla Parker, 4 for Nia Ford, and then 2 each for Hannah Mitchell, Beyonce Carter, as well as Bria James. Leading scorer for Collinsville and the only Lady Kahok in double-digit figures is Katie Knutsen's 10 points. After that, Faith Liljegren has 7, 6 points each for Astasia Bush and Bria King, 4 points for Lexi Ludgate, and then 3 points for Katie Fenton and 2 for Kristen Mitchell. Collinsville winning the rebound battle 14-10. Lancers hurting themselves with turnovers. They committed 14. Collinsville has committed 10. Fouls have played a big part in this game as the Lady Kahawks have been to the free throw line 15 times. They've hit 7 of their shots, but the Lancers have been to the free throw line 13 times, and they've hit 11 of their shots. So you take away those 11 free throws, and the Lancers would otherwise only have 16 points. From the three-point stripe, Collinsville is 1 of 4, while the Lancers are 2 for 5. Can tell you that both the JV teams lost, the boys and the girls. The girls lost here 51-35. The boys lost over at Belleville West 54-47. Now you are all caught up with everything that I know. Now you know. 38-27, that's our score at halftime. Thank you very much for spending some time here during the Cafe Agape halftime show. Back with the third quarter in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network. Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. We are back and underway here in the second half. Collinsville with the ball first. Here is Manley over to Ludgate. Ludgate has that ball stolen from her, though. And here comes Dowell, and Dowell will turn it in to a very quick 2 points. Collinsville will bring the ball back up. And once again, Mackenzie Manley out front. Here is Knutsen getting it over to Ludgate. Ludgate back over to Manley. And Manley back out front now for Ludgate once again. Free throw line, Knutsen. She'll take a shot from there. It's a little short. Bria King gets the rebound and tries to put it back up, but she is fouled on the way up. And the first foul here in this second half is going to belong to Beyonce Carter. That'll be her third. And back to the free throw line, it will be Bria King. King went 3 for 4 from the free throw line in the first half and misses her first try here in the second half. Beyonce Carter heads out of the game. Tyler Butler will come in to take her place. King back at the line, hits the second one. Lancers bring the ball back up court. There's Nia Ford. Ford takes it over toward the right wing and gives it up into the corner for Dowell. Back over to Ford. Ford being watched by Ludgate. Now back over to Dowell, who's being guarded by Knutson. Here is Ford back out to the top of the key. She'll dribble and drive her way just outside of the lane. Take an off-balance shot. It rolls across the rim. Bria King is there with the rebound for the Kahawks. Kahawks bring the ball back up. Here is Knutson up underneath the basket. Loose ball. Knutson gets it right back. Bounces it up to Katie Fenton. A jump ball called. Possession arrow will be in favor of the Lancers. So Belleville East will take the ball back down the other way. I might have said 1 point lead for West at the end of the one half. It's 26-24, 2 point lead for the Maroons after one half of play. Lancers lose the ball. Here is Manley. Manley with a head of steam has that ball stolen right out of her hands, but with the ball in hand, Hannah Mitchell could not stop herself from going out of bounds. Somebody going to take the ball? I was going to say, somebody going to take the ball out here or what? Bush looking to inbound, does so to Knutson. Knutson dribbles, drives, free throw line, shot, and it rolls off to the right. Rebound put back up by Bush, no good. Second rebound put back up by Mitchell, no good. Third rebound on the ground. And this one's going to go against Nia Ford. That'll be her second, team second here in the second half. Nastasia Bush set to inbound once again. Does so to Knutson here in the corner. Three-point shot, good. I don't see a lot of three-point shots from this girls' basketball team much anymore. So it's always nice to see when they can get one in there. Here is Ford. She dumps it off underneath the bucket to Mitchell. Mitchell's shot won't go, and it ends up going out of bounds. So Lancers turn the ball over. And Collinsville will bring it back up court from Knutson to Liljegren. Liljegren brings it over onto the wing for Bush. Now back over here for Knutson. Bounce pass into Mitchell, but that ball is knocked out of her hands. Collinsville will inbound again from underneath of their own basket. And out to Knutson it goes again. She bluffs the three, does a head fake, kicks it back outside to Liljegren. Her three-point shot rattles but won't fall. And the rebound belongs to the Lancers, and then a whistle ensues. Traveling against the Lancers. We'll bring it right back down this way. Inbound pass will come from underneath of the Collinsville basket again to Knutson. And Liljegren trying to save that ball from going out of bounds. She does so. And she'll drive, give it to Bush. Bush will launch a three-point shot. That one hits the front of the rim, no good. Rebound belongs to Mitchell. Mitchell gets it up underneath for King, and that's good for two for Bria King. Lancers take the ball back down the other direction. Out onto the wing, it's Dowell. Dowell gives it up, three-point shot, high arc, falls a little bit short from Nia Ford. Rebound belongs to Ford. And another three-point shot on the way. That one hits the front of the rim, and the rebound put back up and in by Jayla Parker. Collinsville, Bria King off the glass, count it. And King will go to the line for two. 11 points now for King. Third foul for Nia Ford. King shooting just one shot. And it's a good one. Lancers bring the ball back up. And a shot that never quite made it to the net, but the loose ball picked up by the Lancers. This loose ball picked up by Liljegren. She brings it up with a head of steam and has it knocked out of her hands. Bria King finds it, gets it, gives it to Liljegren in the corner, and then a foul coming up against the Lancers. This one's going to go against Jayla Parker. That'll be her second. Well, this half is starting off the complete opposite as the first half did when Collinsville committed the first 5 fouls of the game. Now, big three-point shot there by Kristen Mitchell. Now it's the Lancers' turn to commit all kinds of fouls to start off with. Here are the Lancers. Collinsville stretching this lead out, man. 50-31 now. 4 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. Here is James. She'll drive, no good. Mitchell collects the rebound for Collinsville. Gives to Knutson. Knutson with a sling pass over to Knutson. Then to King, and then a jump ball called as Butler clamped onto that ball already being held onto by Bria King. Well, just out of bounds. Stasia Bush inbounds to Liljegren, who gives to Knutson. Knutson will give it back to Liljegren. Liljegren back all the way out at the midcourt stripe. 3:45 left to play here in this third quarter. Columbia has just tied the hockey game up 2-2 as they begin the third period of play over there at the McKendree Recplex in O'Fallon. Here's Stasia Bush over to Knutson. Liljegren drives and then throws the ball away. Inbound pass will come from underneath of the Collinsville basket. 12th turnover for Collinsville. And here is Bryce Dowell for the Lancers. Over to Parker. Parker drives, throws it back outside, now into the corner. 3-point shot. That one's good for Bria James. 50-34. Kahawks have the advantage. Here comes Faith Liljegren. Liljegren into the corner for Bush. That tying goal by Columbia came with 11 seconds left in the second period, so they will be heading to the third, knotted at 2 between Collinsville and Columbia. This ball ends up getting pushed out of bounds. Beyonce Carter will check back in for the Lancers. Hannah Mitchell will head to the bench. Inbound pass comes in from Bush to Mitchell. Mitchell out to Knutson. Knutson at the top of the key. 2:35 left here in this third quarter. Here is a drive by Stasia Bush off the bottom of the backboard and straight down into the Lancers' hands. And Beyonce Carter will push the ball up and give it to James. Now over to Butler. Butler drives. Whistle. Foul. This one's going to go against Stasia Bush. That'll be her first. That's the first foul here in the second half by Collinsville. So they cleaned that up a little bit. And at the free throw line, Tyler Butler, her first trip to the line, and she hits the first one. Butler on the year, 45.1% free throw shooter. That's her first points in this game. And she has one more coming her way. That one's good.
Now with the girl who has the ball right now, Faith Liljegren, she has 7 points, and you said
she needed 12.
She needs 12 to get 500 for career.
Yep.
Well, with about a quarter and a bit left, I think that's doable.
Yeah.
And that'll be a foul.
Yeah, that was a reach-in foul. Beyonce Carter actually got her arm trapped right when Mitchell got that ball.
And that is her fourth, and Mitchell will come back in, presumably to replace her.
Beyonce Carter just came back into the game. Hannah Mitchell just went out. Now they're going to swap them out once again. 2:07 left to play here in this third quarter. Inbound pass comes into Faith Liljegren. Liljegren at the free throw line here on this near side sideline, trying to dribble her way around James. Now dumps it off to King. 3-point shot. That one's a little bit long. Rebound belongs to Liljegren. Liljegren takes it back where it came from. Gives it to Knutson. Off the glass for 2. Knutson now with 15 points here in this game. And here is Bria James bringing the ball back up for the Lancers. She just kind of weaves her way around everybody, puts up a circus shot, can't get it to go. Kristen Mitchell is there with the rebound. And here comes Katie Knutson with the transition back this direction. Knutson gives it to, tries to give it to King, but King wasn't quite ready for it. Butler picks up the loose ball, takes it off the glass, and no good, but there's going to be a foul, and Butler will head to the line.
That foul will be on Knutson. She now has
3?
Yes.
Yep. Second team foul, and Tyler Butler just hit 2 free throws a moment ago, is back at the line again. Now 3 for 3. I'm telling you, man, if it wasn't for all these free points, Lancers may still be under 20.
And now
Grace Riley, the 5'6" sophomore, comes in for the Lancers as Katie Fenton checks back into the game for Collinsville to take the place of Knutson. Mitchell started to head off, but, well, after 3 quarters over at Belleville West, it's a 1-point lead for the Maroons, 42-41. We got some close games going on here, hockey and basketball, and this game was a little closer earlier, but Collinsville has had a stellar start to this third quarter and really opened up the lead for a while. It's shrunk back to where it is now, 52-37. Here is Bria King. King dribbles and drives, gives it up to Ludgate. Ludgate in front of her own bench, now across the way for Kristen Mitchell. Mitchell, she'll have a nice, slow, deliberate dribble and give it up to Lexi Ludgate, who gives it up to her twin, Faith Liljegren. Liljegren dribbles her way back to the midcourt stripe and drives, shot, foul, coming up against Hannah Mitchell. That'll be her 3rd.
And Faith will have a chance to add 2 more.
Tell me as they're walking away, they don't look alike.
They
Yeah.
They really do.
I know. I mean, from far away. I mean, I would imagine from up close, once you get to know them, that they're totally different looking. But when they're on the basketball court and they're far away and they're walking side by side, they both have the long ponytail, the brown hair, and only 1 number difference on the back of their jerseys. One's 12 and one's 13.
Pretty similar height-wise, too. It's hard to tell, even if you've been watching quite a bit of Collinsville girls basketball like we have.
Liljegren
makes 1 of 2.
1 of the 2. She now has 8 points. 45 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. Here's a 3-point shot coming from James, and that one hits the mark. Back-to-back 3-pointers by James.
The lead is now 13.
30 seconds left to play here in quarter number 3. Here is Kristen Mitchell. Mitchell to Manley. Manley almost lost the ball and now almost getting pushed into the backcourt there by Bryce Dowell. Loose ball picked up by Liljegren. She'll spin at midcourt, take it over into the wing and into the corner for Mitchell, and a pass to Ludgate. And he'll give it up now for Liljegren. 10 seconds left here in this third quarter. Liljegren all the way back out at midcourt. 6 seconds left. Liljegren dribbles, drives, dumps it off to Mitchell. Mitchell shot, rolls across the rim, no good, and no chance there after the rebound by Belleville East to put up any kind of a shot from this far down. So after 3 quarters of play, 53-40, 13-point lead for your Kahawks. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahawk Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Todd Duke and Zach Roseman along with you, and we are glad that you are with us. 53-40, Collinsville had an 11-point lead after 1 quarter of play. They had an 11-point lead after 2 quarters of play, and they stretched that now to a 13-point lead after 3 quarters of play. Blues, they won tonight. They have won 7 out of their last 9 games now, and they are really turning it up and trying to get themselves in a better playoff position. They win 3-2 over a very good Florida Panthers team, so congratulations to the St. Louis Blues. Heading in the right direction they are. Belleville East with the ball. As we begin the fourth quarter of play here, here is Nia Ford. And over onto the far side wing to Butler. Butler gives it back to Ford. Ford drives, kicks it back out to James. James with another three-point shot. That one falls a little bit short. And the rebound is knocked out of bounds by the Lancers. And Collinsville will get the ball back.
On the collegiate side of things, the Illinois Fighting Illini knocked off number 9 Michigan State 79-74.
Nice. Mizzou's playing the number 1 team in the land tonight in Tennessee. It'd be nice if they can get that upset. Here is Liljegren. Liljegren, her team up by 13, gives to Knutson. Knutson back over to Mitchell. Mitchell at the top of the key, spins, gives it to Knutson, who flies through the lane. Oh, what a nice shot there. Katie Knutson. That was beautiful. 17 points now for the Collinsville junior, Katie Knutson. Oh, and Knutson finds herself the recipient of the 15th turnover by the Lancers to Liljegren off the glass. Good for 2. Liljegren now with 10 points on the night.
So that would leave her at 498.
Yep. Here comes Nia Ford, a loose ball on the ground. Picked up by Bush, who will try to get it to Knutson. Knutson was going to be off to the races on a bit of a breakaway there, but nice job by Coach Billy to call a timeout while Liljegren laid on the ground with that ball. So Collinsville will get the ball back after the timeout, which we need to thank the Junior Service Club of Collinsville. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go help the needy in Collinsville. And the Collinsville Junior Service Club, well, they have themselves a trivia night coming up. And as soon as I can find my little thing here on my phone, I'll pass that information along to you.
I believe I saw the
yeah, I posted it on the Facebook page today, but I didn't have it with me. Friday, March the 8th, at the Collinsville Junior Service Club Trivia Night. That'll be held at the Caseyville Community Center. That is located at 909 Main Street in Caseyville. Doors open at 6. Games begin at 7. Bring your own snacks and a cooler with whatever you want to drink. It is $10 per person, and you can call Joanne to reserve your table. 288-2886 is her number. That's an easy number to remember, right? 288-2886. Here is Knutson. She gives it up, and now back over this way for Bush, who gives to Mitchell, back to Knutson in the paint, and a foul coming up. This one is going to go against Bryce Dowell. That'll be her first.
Yeah, looks like it. That is 17 fouls on the Lancers.
Yeah, this is a reverse of the first half when Collinsville had all the fouls in the first half. Now it's all Lancers here in the second half. Knutson, her first trip to the free throw line here in this game. She hits the first one, and she is a 56.1% free throw shooter on the year.
She makes them both. She now has.
She's hot, man. She's on fire tonight.
Yes, she has 19.
19.
To lead all scorers.
There's Bryce Dowell. Dowell was the leading scorer at the end of the first half. She had 12, but so far she's only been able to knock in 2 here in the second half. She dribbles and she drives, does Dowell, takes an off-balance shot, can't get it to go. And there is Astasia Bush with the rebound, gets it up to Faith Liljegren. Needs a 2-pointer to collect her 500th point as a Kahok. She'll dribble and she'll drive over onto the wing, and she'll give it up to Knutson in the paint. Knutson has that ball knocked away by Tyler, and then it picked up by Hannah Mitchell. And then travel right afterwards.
35. Carter will come back in for Mitchell with her 4 fouls.
Yeah, they'll swap out every once in a while, trying to keep Beyonce Carter from fouling out. Inbound pass is picked off by Beyonce Carter. 15th turnover for Collinsville, and now a rebound on the other end by the Kahawks. And Bria King is about to have her pocket picked. Liljegren yelled at her as she was coming up the court, so she did a little circle move to get away from the possible thievery. Here is Kristen Mitchell to Knutson at the free throw line.
Oh.
Knutson.
Missed the through cut from Liljegren. She had a step, but oh well.
Over to Bush in front of her bench. Now back out to Liljegren. 5:15 left to go here in this fourth quarter. 19-point lead for the Kahawks at 59-40. Here is Bria King at the top of the key. King dribbles, drives, left side of the lane, had the ball stripped out of her hands, and now picked up loosely by Bush, who will get it back to King on a tip, and King gets it in, and she'll go to the line for a bonus shot.
And all of a sudden, she has 14 points. Kind of had a bit of a slow start, but
Tyler Butler picks up her second foul, team's 8th.
And Fenton will come in for Bush.
King at the free throw line has taken 7 shots and has hit 5 of them. Only shot she's going to get this time will fall in. And King now with 15 points on the night. So a couple of our Lady Kahawks in double figures, 3 of them to be exact. Here is Beyonce Carter. She'll drive and she'll be fouled. It's either Knutson or Mitchell, one of the two wearing the 40s.
That'll be Fenton.
Fenton will pick up her second. It's only the team third. To the free throw line, Beyonce Carter. She only has 2 points tonight, and those came from the free throw line back in the first quarter.
This one's up and good.
It's the nice roll. 4:51 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Carter misses on the second. Rebound belongs to Mitchell. She'll give it up to Knutson. Knutson brings the ball up across the timeline and being bumped away by Dowell. Now Liljegren with the ball back in the slot, and she'll dribble herself over to the right wing, gives it up in the right corner for Mitchell, back out front to Fenton. Fenton over onto this wing now for Liljegren. Liljegren dribbles her way back out and gives it up to Bria King. King, a bounce pass to Knutson. Knutson just outside the lane, takes the shot, rolls off the rim, and Carter is there with the rebound for the Lancers. Lancers work the ball up into the hands of Dowell. Dowell into the perimeter, gets bumped by Knutson, and Katie will pick up her 4th foul.
I don't know if that foul should be in the act. I'll agree.
It's just a bump.
No, they're gonna say it was, and enter Lexi Ludgate and Stasia Bush after this first free throw.
Bryce Dowell, 3 for 3 at the line tonight, and now 4 for 4.
They will come out for Knutson, or come in, excuse me, for Knutson and Fenton. Lead is 20 for Collinsville.
Bryce Dowell back at the free throw line, ready for her next shot. And she is now a perfect 5 for 5 from the free throw line is Bryce Dowell. 62-43 as we have 4:10 left to play here in this third quarter. Here is Liljegren, almost lost the ball. Now she gets it back up and up underneath, tries to find Kristen Mitchell, but that's picked off by Beyonce Carter, given up for Ford, and Ford has an easy lane to the basket. Her first points here in this half. Here is Faith Liljegren. Liljegren in front of her bench. Out front for Bush. Bush will launch a 3, but a whistle will come against
Faith
Liljegren, and that was away from the play. And Coach Billy is there arguing her case. Liljegren can't believe it, but apparently her and Bryce Dowell got into a little shoving match, and the referee's over there saying that Liljegren gave her an elbow to the ribs.
Well, that's her second.
Yeah. Timeout on the floor by Belleville East. Let's thank Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. When they're building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Give them a call at 618-407-5466 or online, pacedesignconstruct.com. Let's also thank Chapman Trucking LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 9 years of experience, Chapman Trucking LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. Give Christy a call for a free estimate. Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346 or online at chapmantruckingllc.net. Haven't heard any updates from the hockey world or the other basketball going on over at Belleville West, so we hope good things are happening, and we'll get the updates here in just a little bit.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and check that. Got a nice 70 viewers. Belleville East have the Belleville West, excuse me, have the ball. Not able to see the scoreboard from this point of view, so.
And of course, they don't have it on the score stream.
Great.
Yeah. Go figure, right?
Well.
Yep. Here comes the Lancers. Nia Ford. Oh, loose ball. And it's going to be a foul coming up against Bria King as she kind of.
That'll be her third.
Rolled over the legs of Bryce Dow and took Dow's legs out from under her. 16 foul, so the next one by the Kahawks will send the Lancers to the line. Inbound pass will come in. Well, looks like the hockey game is going to go to penalty shots. I guess they were tied at 2 after the end of 3 periods of play. Underneath the basket, no good. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Here comes Bria King. King. To Liljegren. Liljegren trying to dribble her way around James. Picks up her dribble and gives it up to Astasia Bush. Bush dribbles, drives, baseline, underneath. Shot off the bottom of the rim, no good. Rebound picked up by the Lancers and a whistle right afterwards. A travel.
I would assume. Well, not able to see the scoreboard anywhere.
Bush will inbound and do so all the way out to Bria King. 3 minutes left to go here in this fourth quarter. King almost lost the ball, gives it up now for Bush. Bush over on the wing, dribbles in just outside the lane, gives it up to Kristen Mitchell. Mitchell over to King. King will dribble into the paint, take the shot high off the glass, won't fall, rebound still being volleyed for, and finally picked up by Beyonce Carter. Carter gets the ball into the hands of Nia Ford. Ford all the way down court for Dowell. Dowell drives, shoots, and scores.
Lead is back down to 15. Bryce Adele now has 18.
62-47, a little less, than 2.5 minutes to go. Here comes Faith Liljegren. Liljegren bounces the ball over to Bush. And a whistle.
Well, they're both just sort of stated there like, wait, offensive?
This is going to go against, yeah.
I did see it.
Faith Liljegren gets called for back-to-back fouls by the same referee. Referee is over on the far sideline, taking care of that sideline, and calls a foul all the way over on the other side of the court. I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know.
A loose ball.
I didn't see the play. I'm not going to pass judgment. Jump ball.
Collinsville gets the arrow in their way, so 54-54, 1:55 to go in the boys' game.
Well, with EJ Liddell out, those are two very, very even teams.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not surprised. That Belleville West team is still very good. You have You have
Keith Randolph,
who's going to, I believe, Illinois on a football scholarship.
Here is Knutson. She gets the inbound pass into the front court, takes it back around to midcourt. 2 minutes to go, and now we're going to have a foul against Knutson on Bria James. And team foul number 9, 1-and-1 time for Faith Liljegren. She hits the front one. She can give herself an opportunity to pick up point number 500 in her career. Liljegren, no good.
Oh.
Rebound.
Jump
ball. This time the possession arrow in favor of
Lancers.
16th turnover for Collinsville. 20 turnovers in the game for the Lancers. And here come the Lancers and Bryce Dowell. Dowell, under 2 minutes to go, gives it up for Ford. Ford from the right wing, top of the key, long three-point shot. That was off to the left. You can see that as soon as it left her hand. And the rebound belongs to the Kahawks. Here comes Faith Liljegren. Liljegren will circle at the top of the key and then all of a sudden has a double team going against her. She'll leave them in the dust, give it to Mitchell, and Mitchell will take it out to the top of the key and hand it right back to Faith Liljegren. 3 players for Collinsville sitting in front of the scorer's table ready to come in. Here is Astasia Bush, 1:25 to play here in this fourth quarter. Bush will give it up to Mitchell. Mitchell in front of her own bench across the way for Faith Liljegren. Liljegren, she has no idea she's 2 points away from 500. She just wants to win the game.
I don't think she cares.
No, she doesn't. Only media people care about that kind of stuff. Here is Knutson with 1:05 left to go. And I'll give it up to Mitchell. Mitchell on the right wing in front of her own bench. 1 minute to go. Now Liljegren with the ball. Liljegren will circle around near the top of the key, over on the wing, and now a timeout called by Coach Billy once again. Let's thank the City of Collinsville. You can check out the City of Collinsville's Facebook page for information on upcoming events in and around the city. As always, the City of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and they wish all district athletes good luck this sports season. And if you're looking to buy or sell a home, new, or let me start over again, looking to buy a new home or sell your current one, can trust the Blaylock team of RE/MAX Alliance with all of your real estate needs. If you buy or sell with the Blaylocks, they will donate $200 to your favorite Kahok Booster Club. Call Peyton or Emily Blaylock today at 618-780-4622 or visit them online, www.blaylockteam.com. Hey, congratulations to the Collinsville Kahok hockey team. They won. Hunter Longy with the goal. Carter Elmore shut down their 3 shooters in the penalty phase, so Collinsville wins by a final of 3-2. They will move on to take on Belleville in the finals of the Mississippi Valley Club Hockey Association, and we'll let you know when that series gets underway as the Lancers score a couple of more points to get a little closer, but after that, it's pretty much all said and done.
Fenton made the bucket. 64-47, shot up and good. Oh, and a steal.
Bryce Dowell.
And 4:51. Get the
Yeah,
ball
another.
in. There's the foul on Faith Liljegren. Now let's see if she gets 500.
No, that's Lexi. Told you they look alike.
Oh, 13, you're right.
I told you. Especially when it's all the way down at that end of the court, man. It's
well, from probably about 105 feet. With my mediocre vision, I'll give myself the benefit of the doubt. But you are correct, it is Lexi Ludgate.
Ludgate at the free throw line. Lexi, her second trip to the line tonight. She was 1 for 2 in the first half and now hits this one here in the second half.
She now they haven't reset the board with those substitutions.
Well, Bria King only needed 22 points to get to 500. She has 15, so she got close too.
Well,
next one for Ludgate misses. Rebound belongs to the Lancers, but it's all elementary now as the final seconds tick off the clock here. And a shot made by Dowell, but there is the buzzer and the final score, 65-53 in favor of your Lady Kahawks. They improve their record to 14-11. They are now 5-6 in conference play. Belleville East drops to 19-12. They are now 7-5 in conference play. As we welcome you in now to the Cullip Jennings Florist postgame show. Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants in all designs. Right now, their focus is on Valentine's Day, though. Valentine's Day is just, what, mere 9 days away now? So for all you guys and girls out there, get your Valentine's orders in now, 344-0404 for Cullip Jennings Florist, or you can check out everything they have to offer online at cullipjennings.com. Post-game show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters. Providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, and accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs, sauces, and they donate 25 cents of each unit sold to first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
That's awesome.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations, Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
And hello. Hello?
I don't hear you.
Oh, there I am.
There you go.
I got headphones on now, and, you know, I got to turn up the actual ear part of it before I can hear.
There you go.
Well, I guess you already know that Lori Billy's joining us now on the Collinsville Jennings Flores post-game show. Congratulations, Coach, 65-53 win. That was a very nice game played by your girls.
It is what we've tried to achieve all season. We finally felt like we played 4 really solid quarters. I think defensively, despite the 53, I think we did a good job with them. We really shut them down. Dal is just, I mean, she's just an amazing player, and she's going to get her points just doing what she does. She got a couple there at the end, but you know, I thought we did a really good job as a team defensively, and I thought the seniors came out to start the game and just set the tone for us.
Yeah, they did. That was nice to see. Great job. I know you're on the seniors because it's senior night, but what a great job by Katie Knutson.
Katie Knutson played her guts out.
Yes, she did.
She had a great game and just went at them. We talked about the fact that if Dal played defense on her, we were going to get Katie inside and let her go to work because Katie's just such a solid player inside. People don't really realize that, but she can go inside and she can work. And we knew we had a size difference and we had a kind of a strength advantage, so we tried to take advantage of that and get her inside.
Yeah, she played a little bit better with the new hair dye.
Yeah, could be that. Could be that.
All right. I got to bring up a negative. Too many fouls, man, especially in that first half. I was like, man, you know what? They had like, what did they have? 11 points off of free throws in the first half. And if you take away that, they would have had like 10 points.
Right. And that's what we talked about at halftime was that we gave them way too many chances at the line, that we got some cheap fouls that we shouldn't have gotten.
Right.
And, I mean, there were a couple that I felt like were sketchy, but for the most part, we got fouls, and we put them at the line, and we keep them in the game that way, and that's something that we've got to definitely address for the postseason. We don't want to have that issue.
And one thing that I noticed that I hadn't seen from your team in a while, you guys hit some three-pointers tonight.
We did. We talked about, you know, hey, settle down, get your feet set, and just let them go. And so we took some threes, and I thought they were good shots. We made 3 or 4 of them, didn't we?
Yeah, 3.
3?
3 for 8.
Yeah. That's a good night for us.
Yeah, that is a good night for. That's why I brought it up, because normally, I mean, the last couple of times I've done games, you guys have maybe taken 3 3-point shots on the night, not made 3 3-point shots on the night.
Exactly.
So that was nice to see. And it seems like you're getting some of your game in order at the right time, getting ready to head into the playoffs.
Yeah, and that's what we just talked about in the locker room. I said, this is the time when you want to make a run, and you figured out what our mistakes were, what we have to fix. And one of the big things was playing 8 solid quarters. 4 solid quarters and 8 solid minutes each quarter, and we did that tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you play 8 quarters, the girls would be bushed.
We'd be in real trouble, yeah.
All right, boys won tonight.
I heard that. That's awesome.
58-56 against the #1 team in the land, even though they did not have E.J. Liddell. And you know, every media person in the print newspaper is going to point that out.
Exactly. Yeah, they'll bring that out. They'll bring that out. And, you know, people would say that about us beating Belleville East because Rainey wasn't on the floor. You know, and there is no disrespect to that team. Belleville East is a great team, and they've got a great coach. You know, and I thought we handled Carter well. Dowell is leading the area in scoring. I think she's averaging 19 a game. So I was pretty proud of the kids.
Faith Lilligren came 2 points shy of hitting 500 for her career.
I was wondering how close she came.
Yep. She needed 12. She got 10.
She got 10.
Yep.
2 away. She had a chance.
Yeah, she did. Hockey team won, by the way, too, 3-2. So they're off to the final.
It's a good night to be a Kahok.
It is a good night to be a Kahok. Not so much on the junior varsity side, but we'll not talk about that.
You know what, though? The JV kids really, this season, and especially these last few games, they've improved. They won some games. And that's kind of what we wanted out of them, was just to see improvement every time they stepped on the floor. So.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about that earlier. It's not really about the wins and losses at that level. It's about the experience and learning.
Right, exactly, and getting them ready to play varsity basketball, and it's a whole different world.
Yeah, all right, your last game of the regular season at Belleville West next week. Belleville West right now 12-15 on the year. Team you can handle.
Exactly. Yeah, we let the game here against them get away, honestly. And, again, no disrespect to them. They've got the Nunn kid who can play. She's very capable of scoring, but I feel like we just gave up way too many shots in that game as well. And then we just got our heads down and didn't get back in it. So, yes, we've got to go get them.
Well, I have that game on my schedule, but since the hockey tournament ended a little bit early, they might start that next round early. It wasn't supposed to start until Monday of next week. Okay. I was going to miss the first game because of your playoff game.
Right.
And then their game 2 was going to be on Tuesday, and game 3 was going to be on Thursday. I could have done both of them. But now that both series are over early, I think they might actually start the next round on Thursday. So I might have to miss that game.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll let you know. We'll figure it out. But I won't miss any playoff games.
All right. Sounds good.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Todd.
All right. That is Lori Billy, your head coach for your Collinsville Lady Kahawks. They are victorious here tonight on senior night, 65-53. Leading scorer in this game was actually Bryce Dowell. She had 22 points in this contest. On the losing side of things, only one of her teammates into double digits. That was Bria James with 10 points. 7 points belonged to Jayla Parker, 6 for Nia Ford, 3 each, Tyler Butler and Beyonce Carter, and then 2 for Hannah Mitchell. For Collinsville, they were led in points by Katie Knutson's 19. Bria King also into double digits with 15, and Faith Lilligren, as we mentioned, just 2 points away from 500 for her career. As she hit 10, she needed 12. King also there as well. She needed 22 and got 15, so I would imagine in the next game, the last game of the regular season, you might see both of those girls hit that 500-point plateau. Free throws, Collinsville made 14 of 25, while the Lancers made 17 of 21. 3-point land, Kahawks hit 3 of 8, as we mentioned, while the Lancers hit 4 of 11. Collinsville won the board battle big time, 27-18. 22 turnovers for the Lancers compared to 16 for Collinsville. It was an 11-point lead after 1 quarter of play, 21-10. Then the two teams battled it out to a 17-17 all-point scoring streak in the second quarter. So Collinsville held on to that 11-point lead at halftime. Kahawks then outscored the Lancers in that third quarter, 15-13, opened up a 13-point lead. And then the Lancers actually outscored Collinsville in that fourth quarter, 13-12. Thus, Collinsville has a 12-point lead. we have tomorrow off, and I have no idea what we're going to do Thursday. We'll have to wait and see what the hockey people do with their schedule before we make that decision. I do have the girls basketball game at Belleville West on the schedule, but again, we'll wait and see what happens with the hockey schedule and see if they want to start that next series a little bit early. We do know we'll be back here Friday for boys basketball versus Alton after the big win over Belleville West tonight, 58-56 for the boys, and the hockey team won. It took penalty shots to do it, but they won by a final score of 3-2. That is going to do it for us tonight. I'll try to work on that scoreboard tomorrow and see if I can get that thing fixed before we head back to whatever it is we're doing Thursday. Big thank you to Coach Billy on the pre and the post-game show. Big thanks to Zach Roseman for taking care of some color commentary and manning the camera for us here as well. My name is Todd Duke, and we'll be somewhere Thursday, so until then, everyone have yourselves a fantastic evening.